Fog. Slow Monday night. Well, this is not night. Monday morning. And heading to our live hit. And it's foggy, but later on today, they're predicting from what? I don't have it in front of me. They're predicting a severe weather this evening and pretty significant severe outbreak just to our west. So, see where that leads. Right now it's foggy and the car thermometer says 59. So, moderate temperatures. Yeah. Need to get to my live hit. Oh, and there's drizzle too. Drizzly. Otherwise, yuck. So let's make it to our live hit. Is there a train around this corner? Nope, but you can see how foggy it is down in the distance. And drizzly. Well, I got this bright light in my face. It's not conducive to night driving, so I'll turn that off and get to our live hit.
This is adjacent to our live shot on this drizzly morning. You can see it because I accidentally left the light on. But nice old theater building. It looks almost like snow. That's drizzle. Johnson Drive. It's full of little boutique shops, and it's a neat area. Unfortunately, I've always said this, I think it's endangered. That forces are moving in to drive all the local businesses out and turn this into another commercial strip. It's pretty cool to see it on this drizzly morning. Nobody else but us here. Yep. Neato. On this eerie, foggy morning, thought it would be neat to do a mini driving tour on my way back from having to take a necessity break at Tripquick on Shawnee Mission Parkway. Here on, now we're on Johnson Drive. Shut the window so we can actually hear me, which we don't really need to do much of that either. The background noise is me monitoring what we call the off air. Which is like the newscast, and the producer will be talking to give cues. And Johnson Drive is kind of like a Kent City's version of Route 66, one of them. It's kind of a nostalgic area. A lot of old boutique shops. There's a McDonald's here. They've done up like a historic McDonald's. It's not. It's a retro McDonald's actually, but there's a lot of interesting displays inside. It's almost like eating in a museum, McDonald's museum. The actual McDonald's museum is in San Bernardino, California, but that's not the official one. Long story there. I haven't been there in a while, so maybe somebody can let me know what the status of that place is since the owner passed away. this end, once you get past the retro McDonald's, is more of a commercial strip. A lot of like everywhere, condos popping up everywhere, and big box commercial retail. But once you get past this, you start seeing a lot of the old Art Deco, the boutiques. There is a authentic Valentine Diner over there. That's that place with the red lights, and that's got a local business in it. Used to be the Third Town Topic, but Third Town Topic sold out, I guess, or moved out. And here we are up at our live shot location up by the theater. So we're kind of doing like the half tour. Compact cars only. My reporter will be glad to see I'm back. All right, we're here. We're get used to it. Where are we, pups? Where are we, Spella? Where? Where are we at? What? Go on, dongs. Go on. Shimmy. Sniff, 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 sniff. It is a fine, gray, ghoulish day at the dog park. All right, dongies, let's walk. Walk, 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 walk. Walk, 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 walk. Yep, they had their turn. Now it's all of our turn. After we get some sniffins in. Right, Jim? Come on. Come on. Looking up Delaware Street in the River Key. So we've had our walkie. Now it's time to have our coffee. The severe weather is right at our doorstep. We're just under a severe thunderstorm warning. And the big news tonight, Bartlesville has been hit by a tornado. And there's this town called Barnsdall. Structural damage.
We're also obviously continuing to watch our storms farther back to the west. Storms are growing quickly. Back here
and this thing just went through Bartlesville. Haven't heard anything about that, but it's coming into Kansas.
Very favorable tornadic environment.
And here we are way up here with our own severe weather.
The area of rotation is a little bit displaced from the hook, so I'm not sure exactly what it is.
And it's going all the way back to here, which these storms in western Oklahoma are rapidly developing and spinning. And we're under Oklahoma's under the highest threat that we've seen all year. 30% chance of tornado will be within 10 miles of you, which is pretty high.
There are currently no tornado warnings anywhere except for one tornado warning in Iowa.
Tornado reports.
This is to the west of Carroll, near Breda. And that's going to be allowed to expire here in the next couple of days.
And this thing that just spun through Bartlesville is still spinning, but it's not under a tornado warning. Anyway, I'm monitoring, getting ready to go to Wake probably early.
So it looks like we do have, at least some advanced cellular structures here.
Now let me put it on single site radar and turn on the velocities here. You see what we got forming to our west, because it looks like it might be spinning over Tonganoxie. It looks more like it's forming a bow echo. Yeah, let's look at this thing up here. Stop it. To the north. Yeah, I'm listening to another Storm Chaser channel, Ryan Hall, y'all, and they're talking about major damage in northeast Oklahoma, Bartlesville and Barnsdale. Okay, this thing over by Base 4 maybe. But yeah, this general north end here. You see, I've never tried this before. Duke. Right in there. Isn't that cool I could do that? Right in there. And of course, oops. Turn that off. Can I? Oh, well, yeah, get into a mode and I can't get out of it.
So I've decided to head out early. The storm is coming through right now, about almost 11. It's 10:55.
The main line is about to come through. I can see the change in wind speed.
In effect until 23:45. Primary hazards to winds 60 miles an hour, any size gale. Also a warning for Cass County in effect midnight.
You can hear the warnings going out. 60 mile an hour wind, so we're just about in it.
And Cass County until midnight. for winds 60 miles an hour, penny size hail. 5 miles 2257. 5 miles Division Boorish.
And this looks mostly like a straight line wind event, but don't quote me on that.
937, 934. If you want, we can handle this call. You guys.
We just got a tornado warning. Oh, nice lightning. So we're under a tornado warning, but not in this particular spot, but the sirens are going off here. I don't know why. But it's for Smithville, and I just turned around and heading north on 169 to go into Smithville. And I believe these are these brief spin-up tornadoes that come in these gust fronts, so I don't expect to see much. We'll see. The tornado warning has been allowed to expire. So now we're going to go up to Plattsburgh and then turn around, come down I-35.
Yeah, that river's coming on a ramp now. We're just going to do the best before we die. So there are only a few of us. And that's pending no emergencies come out.
Monitoring internet. Yeah, I do. Are you on Road 1?
I've made it to Plattsburgh. There's a lot of little trees, leaves and small branches blown around everywhere. Almost everything is down to the south and east of me, but there's a little area to the north of me that's kind of getting interesting. These things can spin up anywhere at any time. That's the bad thing about chasing these, especially at night. I just turned south on I-35, heading to the south and west. There's still a tornado warning around Richmond, but it looks like it's all kind of petering out. Just keeping our eyes on it. And head back and get my TV.
I'm getting the sirens, but if you're saying it's north, we will hold and break Walnut Grove. The westbound lane for the backup and put them down the ramp. Hey, trucker, then go down Cherry and back up out on next street.
Alright, don't know if this will work. Been sent to get video of a tree in the road, but it's more like a tree branch. I'll try not to get run over here. Yep, that's a tree branch. Yeah, looks like it just sheared off from up there. Oops, can't zoom in on it. Alright, I think I'm going to end this here. Do not know if this is weather related or not, but I've been sent out here to get some storm damage, and there's a semi is blocking I-70 overturned. So I'm getting this too. And all the westbound lanes to I-70 are closed off. Well, quite the mess. You can see I-70 is closed off. Well, let me get my big boy camera out and get some Vigimo. We've got a homicide here, Kansas City, Kansas, and apparently it happened in a house over here, and we know it's a woman. So as per usual, big boy camera. Look at that beautiful sunrise this morning. It's just coming up. Gorgeous. And this RV park, ironically, yesterday was the one that was nailed by what turns out to be an EF1 tornado. I thought so. Not that I'm an expert in the field or anything, but I could tell by the damage path and the way the thing was flung, it was most probably not straight line winds. But that can be deceptive, so look at that gorgeous sunrise. But the reason we're here has nothing to do with the tornado. It's because of this. The new Green Valley Police Headquarters. Green Valley Police Department Headquarters. Yep. But let's go back to this sunrise. Geez, what a difference a day makes. Cool. However, we do have severe weather, and it's not supposed to really do much here in this area. It's supposed to be more in the east, but we have a severe thunderstorm warning. So it's starting over again. There's the cloud tops to our severe thunderstorm. That's out southwest of here, actually in Kansas. Wow, it's beautiful. Although most people wouldn't consider high winds and hail beautiful. That structure is just gorgeous. Back to our headquarters and the beautiful sunrise. Wow. Cool. So I went into the bathroom and look at this. That's pretty intense looking down there. I'm surprised it's not tornado warned. And here's Kansas City. Pretty much looking at this storms from the beginning to now, and it looks like it's the same storm I've been watching. Get some lightning here, and it just split. And the one west of me is producing a lot of hail. I'm staying out of that one. The one down south looks like it could produce a tornado. it spin. You can put it in dual pane mode, which will cut down how many frames I can do. I can only do 7 on dual pane. I've decided to head south a little ways. I'm south of Rain Valley towards 50 Highway, and see what develops. I'm still on 50 heading into Johnson County, Missouri. Most of the action is south of Warrensburg now, so it's pretty much outrunning me. Warrensburg will be in the clear pretty soon. I don't know if I stop this or start. Yeah, you can see a brand new warning just popped up to the east, putting Pettis County under the warning. And still some spin and a lot of lightning and everything to it. Something to be watched, especially as it comes into more favorable conditions. To the east, I won't chase it to the east. I'll make it as far as Warrensburg and then turn around, I think. Made it to Warrensburg, Missouri. I'm gonna use this as my turnaround and head back. Warrensburg, Missouri. Before I turn around and head back, I'm going to get some coffee for the road. This is the home of man's best friend. You can't see it behind the bush there. This old drum statue. Speaking of Old Drum, the coffee house I'm going to is called Old Drum. I'm going to try it out. Never been here before. Here's downtown. That's pretty cute. Heading out of Warrensburg. I went to the university here. And it's changed a lot, and then in some ways it hasn't changed at all. The storms are to the east, moving completely out of the area. It's going to be very interesting. That one storm I've been chasing completely out of my range, but it's getting pretty frisky. It looks like it's taken on tornadic characteristics. When it hits that more favorable air area to the east, it's going to be interesting today. I wonder if we're going to be sending anybody to our script stations out there to help out. But, oh wow, big Casey's there. That's new. So a brief epilogue to my storm chase. That storm that I was chasing eventually turned into this little monster. And yeah, this is a current radar image, and you can see it rotating. And it's produced EF0 tornado, EF1 tornado in Sullivan at the high school, damaging a restaurant. And I'll briefly, that's kind of north of it, and it's, yeah, you can see it there. So I knew that thing was going to do something eventually. My intuition was right. Come on. Here in the River Key, such a fine evening. Getting our sniffums in, huh? Come on, Jim. The fam is at the church tonight doing confirmation duty. CN is a sponsor, and the kids are along for the ride doing the server stuff. And lucky me, I got dog duty. Woo-hoo. Which is not bad duty to have. Right, dogs? Right, dogs? Can you stand being with me? Gotta get our sniffums in. Sniff, 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 sniff. And mark. Yep, it's a pretty day. So I took care of my dongies first. Now it's our turn. Right, dongs? Something to drink. Third space. Vitamin cereal. Dinner didn't cut it. Doggies. Jimmy. Another winter of an evening, but you know these can't last long. Pretty soon the high humidity and temperatures will come in and we get buggy and muggy. That's the Midwest. Right now, let's just appreciate the now. Right, dogs? And man, there are a lot of doggies out. Everywhere you look, dogs. Dogs, right, Jim? Jimothy. Out of the River Key and into downtown. skaters are out. Don't be a skater hater. Meanwhile, that weather that I was chasing earlier this morning is around Nashville. Actually, it's probably past Nashville by now. Last I looked, probably an hour and a half ago, there was a tornado emergency somewhere in Tennessee around the Nashville area. So that's not great. Anyway, let's end this here.
Information that Bells and Dispatch were not working at our station for this call.
Last night started out active, but then quieted down, so it was pretty peaceful, unfortunately. Let's do Cafe Corazon this morning, and then figure out what we're going to do with the dogs later on. Need to walk. It's a very beautiful morning. Corazon. It's a bit sunny to be out on the front porch. Doing today? We are trying out. Oops, that's that wire that connection that doesn't work so well. Today we're trying out the Magewell, and there's some things I'm scratching my head about, and then there's some amazing capabilities that it has. One is to be able to edit and crop a shot. One of the things that's making me crazy is I tried some of the built-in apps, or some of the apps that I've got that send an HDMI clean feed out, and it doesn't like it. It doesn't want to recognize it. So I'm actually using the built-in camera app on this phone. The source it's facing me is a phone, and it recognizes that, but it's not a clean feed out. So I went into the editor just now, and it's so easy to do, and cropped out all the external graphics, you know, the record button and everything, and resized it. And then one of the things that's always been making me crazy is it, like, the phone likes to send out mirrored mode. So like if you have lettering, you can see it. You just ran a red light. Nice. gotta watch out for that all night long. People at night do not like to obey traffic rules. But like if you have lettering, you'll see that it's reversed and that you're in the wrong position. Like whenever you look at my videos, sometimes I look like I'm sitting in the passenger seat when actually I'm driving. So this thing has the ability to flip the video in the editor. So I was like, okay, that's really cool. So some of the other stuff I gotta figure out. Hopefully it's not a matter of like they're being stingy and they want you to buy plugins for it, which is always a possibility. But it's a nice little box, and it's small. It's got built-in encoders, so once I figure out how to do it, I can send this stuff out to YouTube Live or Facebook Live or wherever I want. And yeah, so stuff is just getting interesting. Now I got to figure out how to take this recording and send it to my phone, because it's not recognizing the card that I have, that I use on this camera. So I have to figure out which SD card it will use. It's got built-in memory too, so you can record stuff internally. And it takes 2 external batteries. Unfortunately, it does not have an internal battery, which, no wish, but there's only so much you can do in a tiny little box. So, see what it looks like. We are live. My favorite college campus, KU. I think this is a very beautiful campus. That's Fraser Hall, and this is where the Palestinian protests were taking place. Because of commencement, the school is forced them out at 10, but I guess they can come back, but they just can't stay after 10 o'clock at night. Here is looking the other way on campus. It's a beautiful place to be early in the morning. I'm seeing lots of people running and walking their dogs. I'd probably do it every day if I lived close by. And the Mage well works well, despite some of the issues that I have. I found out that the USB port acts as a video out, and it works great. I'm so happy. Check out the sunrise from here on Mount Oread. Beautiful. Such a beautiful morning to be in Lawrence, Kansas. Let's see if we can do the grand tour. Like I say, I think this is one of the prettiest campuses around. I don't know if I can base that off of any real fact. I haven't been to them all, but this one is quite pretty. And especially in the springtime. Students are getting ready to graduate. What I think this Sunday, and they have a tradition here where they walk down the hill, and I think they have it at the stadium. This year they have the stadium is under reconstruction, so that's the football stadium. People walking around early in the morning, getting exercise, walking their dogs. I wish we had our dogs with us right now. That looks like an old dog. I like seeing old dogs because, dogs live such short lives. For all the joy they give us, it's so too quickly. It seems like you have a little puppy, and the next thing you know, you're saying goodbye. Alright, let's see if we can go back through and go around. I mean, look at the landscaping here. That's a big part of it. The beauty of this campus. I can see. Hello. Thanks, you too. Thought she was stopping me, telling me I could go back through. I don't know what the rules are as far as park traffic here. Being very friendly. There's looks like an old dog. Both our dogs are old, and one of them is in not great health. He's got diabetes, and diabetes for dogs is terrible. You have to give them 2 insulin shots a day. That's, I don't know if you can imagine that. Seems excessive. So I get sad when I come to a place like this and I'm thinking about my dog, because I'm making an effort to try and walk him as much every day, or let him play in a dog park, whatever. Get the most out of the time he has left, because he doesn't have much time left. Both of them, because, you know, give them as much enrichment as we can, and it's good for me too, to get the exercise. I used to live in Lawrence back in, 2007? When I worked at Sunflower Cable. And oddly enough, I missed the place, even though it was kind of, it turned into a weird situation. That's why I had to leave. This bus is blocking. No, it's not. Just from this angle, it looks like it's blocking. There's the Kansas Student Union. Which street do I need to go down? Why don't we try 14th? In a second, you'll see why they call this Mount Oriad. And I'll try 13th. Because it is very tall, very steep. Look at the views. You can't really see because the sun is glaring. But this part where a lot of houses have been converted over into apartments is nicknamed the student ghetto. There's a lot of substandard apartments take full advantage of the student need for housing, and quite a few of them are overpriced and crummy. But a lot of students use them as their party pads anyway, so I'm sure part of the crumminess is the fact that you don't want to put too much money into them, or you'll end up losing money. And the overpriced part is because of the market. I lived off of 19th in Tennessee, and it was a house that was owned by sort of a California hippie dude, sort of. And he lived way, and I don't know, that sort of, oh, I'm here, I'm not paying attention, sort of added to the tension of the time, but also I was constantly fighting depression back then, and had to learn how to manage it, and anger issues, and all this other stuff. Kind of took things out on the people around me, which wasn't good. Blamed a lot of people for my issues. I wish that phone would not do that. This is a place to be, downtown Lawrence. I'm going to have some breakfast here. Greenhouse Church. It's a place I used to hang out almost constantly back then when I lived here, the replay, and even after I left the job at Sunflower, I left and went to Decatur, Illinois, and then after Decatur, Illinois, I got a job at Fox 4 in Kansas City. So I came back this way, and I spent all my days off here in Lawrence, mostly sitting at that bar. And it's funny because I do not drink. I would sit and have Cokes all night. Quite often for free, because the bartenders would just be like, hey, don't worry about it. You know, it became a big barfly, but not the kind that partook in the libations other than sodas, although sodas aren't much better than the alcohol. Sunflower, the bike shop, has now a coffee shop, and I think they even serve food, but it's kind of pushed everything else. All the camping stuff has become sort of secondary. I'm looking for, it seems to me, and the whole second floor is like a coffee shop, but it's not open. I'm wondering if this other place that I'm looking for is open. It's called the Bluebird. It's around here somewhere. I may have passed it already. There it is. Ladybird. They should be. They serve breakfasts. Let's try it. Park here across the street. Maybe put some change in the meter if I have it. Alright. This is such a beautiful town. There is, right over there, the Eldridge Hotel, which is on the site of the Free State Hotel, which was burned down twice, and the second time was 1863, which the anniversary of that is coming up, and I hope we do something on that. William Quantrill and his Raiders getting revenge for something bad that happened in Kansas City. Let's see if this place is open. Oh, it looks it. Somebody's coming out. Ladybird Diner. Breakfast. are sassified. Well, let me tell you, that was delicious. But it's time to get out of town and head first to turn my TV in and then to go home. There's the Eldridge again, as I mentioned. Was on the side of the Free State, which was burned twice, once in 1854 and then second time in 1863 by William Quantrill. The pro-slave people really hated that Free State fortress. And that stuff is still going on today. Over that way is the site of Sunflower where I used to work. I don't know what it is now. It says Midco. Some technology-based thing. They decided to stop doing the local news on cable, which is a shame because I thought that the news here was very well produced and well done. But they decided to stop doing that and just concentrate on sports, which, you know, to me it's a lot like sports bars. There's no need for them, and there's too many as it is. It used to be Henry's was right there. I don't know what that place is now. It's apparently it's I think it's the same ownership. It's just that they decided the bar business was more lucrative, but don't quote me on that. And I can tell by the rainbow flags that it's sympathetic. You know, Corvette. I've got another Hitlermobile on my tail, and he's just chomping at the bit. He's like rubbing the paint off my bumper. And too much of a hurry. I'm getting to dislike those road rage machines. They really are Hitlermobiles. It's an interesting little camper on the back of that taco truck. Huh. Interesting. Only enough room to have a bed in it, that's about it. Probably costs an interesting price. And well, the Masonic Temple is for sale. Alright. I don't know why we're so proud of our red lights in the Midwest. People need to go to Atlanta traffic managers and ask them how they do their lights, because they apparently have got a solution. Instead of making people wait at lights, or ridiculous idea that we're going to put these stoplight cameras on lights and give people tickets for going about a quarter of a second into the red. That's a Ferguson, Missouri type idea, if you ask me. Nobody's asking me, so. I had the doggies with me, but then I probably overwork them too much, overwalk them too much. Again, tired. This little area here is interesting. It's Mass Street music has been there forever. Although when I first came to Lawrence, they were in town, downtown, and they just moved there. All right, pick a lane. Tiredness. Dillon's on 23rd Street is closing down. They're building a new one. It's closer to the campus. That'd be nice because, college kids. I wonder if that coffee place makes coffee like a beer is still there. I don't know. I'm not into that. If I want to drink a beer, I'll have a beer. I don't want my coffee to taste like beer. And I don't like beer. Don't like the taste. Sacrilege. But you know what? If you don't drink beer, somebody gives you a beer, you're like, why do people like this? It's an acquired taste. If I have a beer, it takes me forever to drink it. By the time I get to the bottom, it's nasty, warm. And mostly it's because it's like carbonated, bitter. Don't like beer. I like some of the craft beers, some of the sweet versions, and I actually kind of like dark beer. I don't like American Pilsner. Well, anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up and continue on home. So. Hello, I'm doing an experiment with the Mage Well. Pretty interesting. Everybody's doing yard work.
It's funny because he's wearing his Waldo shirt.
Yeah, where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? He's on a ladder.
Where's Waldo?
Figured out
He's
how
on
to
a
move
ladder.
with this ladder.
Oh, now he's
Oh, cool.
Where's Waldo? He's on a ladder. Oh, now he's on the floor.
Luke, that's my joke. Are you poaching my jokes? Yeah. Don't shake your head, no. You don't even know what poaching is.
Very safe.
Huh?
I said this is probably not very safe.
Yeah, especially if I shake it like this.
No, don't do that.
Why not?
What do you want this to go?
You look very funny, all stripy on top of that ladder.
Okay.
Can you go now to
To the grocery store?
Dang, that is a mighty big camera.
It's not a camera. It's two cameras.
It's still big.
another toy?
Yeah, this one might be revolutionary. Right, Saya?
Huh?
I think your crotch is eating your shorts. What the? I know, attacked. Alrighty.
I just cut down an amazing part.
Hi, dogs. Dogs. Jimmy and Spella. Alrighty. Hee hee. Thanks for the shower. Today the chore falls on me to do Costco groceries. Yeah, go pick something on the list and then go.
The milk. You get the egg.
What are you getting, Zach?
I don't know. I'll go look for the medicines.
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
I'll go look for the medicines.
Okay. I'm getting something for Mother's Day for my sister and Suyan.
Another poor little tomato, broccoli, garlic.
Where's the poor little tomato?
Right there.
This one?
Yes. I got thyme, cilantro.
You have parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Huh? Rosemary and
Oh.
thyme.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
yeah.
What's up, pups?
I think that must have turned a lot.
Spell.
Does it turn into red, purple, yellow?
All right.
It stays pretty purple year round.
I'll go in the house, get the rest of the crew. Get barked at by the dog.
The dog's in the basement.
Yeah, you talk to him. What did Mom say? Hey,
Nothing.
about Debbie?
He's right.
The rest of the crew.
Okay.
And we got
Oh, did you put the 12 down?
Mother's Day dinner. Ooh, deviled eggs. Yum. All right, enough of this foolishness.
If you have any.
If you're wondering,
Crocat.
My turn.
Under the tree. Wife sent me a number, I forget. Gotta pick up something. Well, I guess they lose to Amazon because they don't want to carry little stuff anymore. Too bad. We've made it to the dog park. Doggies. Come on. Was that a good romp, Jim? Did you have fun? Yeah. It is now time for some human enrichment. And dogs. Doggies. Jimmy. Spella. Up here. Spella. And kiddos.